Hey y'all, welcome to Cellulite and Love Tarot, where I connect to my higher self, who then connects to your higher self, and I give you messages that your higher self wants you to know. As always, you can connect to your higher self better than anyone else can, so if you find my channel and you're inspired by it, I hope that it's a gateway into you going within yourself and making that connection more solid within you, because you have everything you need in you. You don't need anything out here. You don't need me. Okay. I feel drawn to do a reading about some advice on your spiritual journey, on what you should what your higher self wants you to be focused on currently in your spiritual journey. And with that, with this drawing to do this message, I had some things that popped up. So I did a little meditation. Oh gosh, itchy ear. So I think that's something. When I was doing my meditation, I heard some dogs start barking, and the first thing I thought was like alert. And then I like opened my eyes for a second and I saw my Dalmatian stone here. And it reminded me of the I forget what they called it, but in 101 Dalmatians there's the bark alert that all the dogs do, you know, that notifies all the dogs, you know, of the stuff going on with the missing puppies. So maybe 101 Dalmatians is a movie that you like, or Cruella. That stuck out too. So and then I felt drawn to talk about raising vibration, and specifically, if you're new to it, looking up Abraham Hicks. Look up Abraham Hicks. There's more people too, but I just feel like that's a good place to start. After that, I just feel like someone's spectacle, not spectacle. Oh, maybe someone feels like they're going to be made a spectacle of if they do this. Because I'm feeling the energy of someone who's hesitant, who's skeptical. That's what I was trying to say. Skeptical because maybe they think they're going to be, like, made a spectacle. And I felt very drawn to say, you are manifesting regardless. At all times. Whether or not you believe it, you are. Those moments that you've said, oh, I knew something bad was going to happen, and then it did. Why do you think it happened? Not that you caused it, but just you are more powerful than you are giving yourself credit for. And it's very important the way that you talk to yourself, the way you view your life, the outlook that you have on the possibility of change and growth. It's important. And whatever state you're in now, you are manifesting right now, regardless. So I feel like it's going to be, my ears are ringing. Okay, that's confirmation that I did need to say this. Okay. My ear. Yeah, because someone feels like they have a long way to go. Like it's a lost cause. And it's not a lost cause. You just need to start. Because everything that you start manifesting now, what your current situation, what you are currently dealing with, is what you manifested before. There's a lag between now and your manifestations. So that's why you focus on now and manifesting what you want. from a place of gratitude and understanding that you have this power and being thankful that you have this power. And then it will manifest in the future. So remember, the 3D, what you see now, is actually manifestations of the past. Okay? If you want to help yourself get out of this stuck, stagnant energy, and know this sounds ridiculous, but drink water and get movement. If you start having days where you feel depressed or down, get yourself to go out on a 30-minute walk. Not for exercise, but go get fresh air. Just a walk, just for your mental sake, just for your mind's sake. Make yourself do it. 5:55 on the clock. Make yourself do it. You have to push yourself. And it may seem difficult at first. It may seem pointless, but it is not. You are manifesting regardless. So if you want to have clarity and have a clear mind and be, tapped into your intuition and feel healing, then live in that now. When I say live in the end, it's because you need to embody the state of what you want so that it then manifests naturally. Okay? All right. That's my little soapbox there. Now I'm going to get into I'm going to get a Moonology Oracle like always. And, I need to clear. Okay. Clearing. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And, things are looking up for you. Yeah. Abraham Hicks. It's a great place to start for changing your mindset and give it some time. Give it some time. Give her a chance, okay? Give them a chance. And then, of course, Neville Goddard. That was my next step. So Abraham Hicks is a great first step. Neville Goddard is probably the next step. And of course, be mindful. Be aware of your thoughts. You take a second and think a thought. Well, no, not think a thought. Just take a second real quick. And the next thought that comes to your mind, just observe it. What was it? That is the power of being present, of separating yourself from your thoughts, from separating yourself from identifying as your thoughts, because you are not. You are observing them and you are separate from them, and don't judge them. Don't judge them. Just don't identify as your thoughts, okay? All right. Here we go. A new start is coming. Okay. This reading is going to be about spiritual growth and what you need to focus on. Okay, let's get your Moonology Oracle. Let's see. Might not want to do Moonology Oracle. There it is. All right. We got 2. A new start is coming. New moon and adjustments are required. Yeah, that's exactly already the energy. If you want new things to come, if you want new energy, if you want new perspective, new insight, new feelings, new emotions, a new state of being, adjustments are required. Adjustments are required. Okay? Don't beat yourself up for where you're at. Just accept that you did not know better. You did not know better. And if you're at this point in your journey, you are now learning. And what a wonderful opportunity that you have the ability to learn and grow and adapt. Okay? All right, let's read what these say real quick. Okay. A new start is coming. New moon. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests that something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attune to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. That's literally what I was just saying. You have to live in the end. You have to believe and you have to live as if it's already here, and then you'll see it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. I feel really honored that this is my calling. And if I can go from what I was 2 years ago to this, I have all the confidence in you. I have all the confidence in you. And you should too. You should too. Okay, adjustments are required. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. What is going on? Hold on. That's so weird. Does someone have a stuffy nose? Someone's got some congestion, because I just got congestion for like 1 second. That was so weird. Okay. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there's also a lot of negativity and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved in which you need to release to the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. Yeah. A change of course is a forecast now. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of. So pay attention. Attune to the moon. I am reevaluating the situation. Oh my gosh. Trust in your ability. Trust in your ability, okay? You absolutely are capable of this. 1313 on the clock. You are capable of changing who you are, of changing your fundamental standard of being. You got this, okay? You got this. Okay, I'm going to get into tarot now. All right. That's so weird. Someone has got congestion. All right, let's see. What do we need to be focused on? What do you need to be focused on adjusting in your life practically for your spiritual growth? What does your higher self want you to be focused on adjusting? Okay. At the bottom, the Hierophant. Okay. Your understanding of tradition. If you're anything like me, tradition is something that you rebel against. Try not to rebel against it. Try to learn Try to understand the wisdom behind it. That doesn't mean that you have to follow it to a T, and I'm not talking about like religion or anything. But tradition in the sense of what is good for you, what is good for your prosperity, what is good for your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being. Okay, 15:15 on the clock. Here we go. We'll see if that comes back out, but I felt that was important. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you feel like you are in lack. Like you don't have what it takes. You don't have the physical capability. It's out of your hands. There's no way that this can happen. And you need to work on that. You need to work on that because it is true. It's not true. These people, they are, struggling. They're struggling. But they're walking right outside this church that clearly has lights on, and, they would be, or this building, it doesn't have to be a church. I don't know why I said church. This building where there's warmth and there's shelter, and they would likely be accepted with open arms, okay? You have the ability to be in this warmth. You don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to stay stagnant, okay? This is not permanent. This is not permanent. Accept help when it's given to you. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay that you have things to learn. We are going to be learning for the rest of our lives, okay? Don't beat yourself up for what you don't know or what you haven't known. Just be willing to learn and grow, okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Is every card going to be like a detailed little thing here? What else do we need to be focused on? That's also being grateful for the opportunities that you are given to come out of this space, okay? Gratitude is really important, and I'm not saying that you have to be thankful for the bad things, because crappy things happen, okay? Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to take some inspired action, even though, so pages are children, so it can be a bit, everyone wants to feel like they're the King of Wands, okay? The king of their suite, let's just say that. But no one gets to be a king just from existing. You go through the journey. You start off as a kid. You learn the lessons. You learn from others. You watch. You stumble. You try. You keep trying, okay? And you stay inspired. You keep your movement going. You keep taking action. You keep having that drive to learn, okay? And you put in the work. You put in the work. You put in the time. You put in the effort. You put in the energy, okay? Because it's worth it. Either way, you're working on making your reality regardless. So you might as well come out of this lack, this lack, this poverty mindset, okay? Some of you may have to work on your relationship with money, okay? If you're anything like me, I grew up in poverty too, okay? I grew up really, really poor. And money has been a struggle of a mindset, but you need to conquer this because you are able to be abundant financially, you're able to be abundant spiritually. Adjusting how you view the 3D is very important, okay? So be inspired. Please be inspired to work on this, okay? I know that can be hard at the bottom here. The 9 of Wands. It's a wounded warrior, right? You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You're guarded. You're weary. You don't think you can go on. You don't know if you're going to make it through this, okay? But you will. You will. The end is near, okay? The end is near for your struggles. You just have to push through it. You just have to push through it. One more wand here, and you have 10 wands, and that's you letting go of the burden. Letting go of the burden of lack. Letting go of the burden of you're not good enough. You're not equipped for change. You're not able to adjust your mindset and your thinking, and you are who you are, and you're just stuck in that. No, you are who you say you are. So what are you saying you are? Change what you are saying you are, okay? You have everything in you that you need, okay? You do. Okay, I'm gonna look at those, I guess. The Wheel of Fortune. So, change, cycles, changing. An Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You put in this work and it's absolutely going to change. And your manifestations are going to come. Aces are gifts from the universe. Aces are manifestations, okay? You've got this. You have everything that you need. You are absolutely capable of making this happen for you, okay? And then I just want to pick up in the Emperor's there. You have this. You have this, okay? You are absolutely able to stand 100% in your power, okay? Whatever the Emperor wants, he gets. He takes it, okay? It doesn't matter what anyone else says. He doesn't doubt himself. He does not doubt his ability. He knows his power. He knows his authority. He knows his ability. He knows what is his. And he knows that what he wants is his. He's like the ultimate manifester besides the magician. He's living in his manifestations being lived out, okay? Let's see if anything else wanted to come up. Focusing on this will absolutely transform your life. You don't want to be, just saw 23. You do not want to keep living in the depression, in the grief, and the never having enough, and the never feeling like you have enough, and when you do get the things that you want, it being short-lived before you're already focused on things that you don't have. That's not what you want. Is that what you want? No. And you have 100% power to let that go. You have the power to let that go. It takes practice, okay? But you could also just decide. You can just decide. It's done. What do I have to lose? I already feel like I've lost, like I don't have enough. What do I have to lose? I'm going to manifest my freaking heart out. And I'm going to change my life, and I'm going to change my mindset, and I'm going to change my soul and my heart, and I'm going to believe that I am absolutely capable, and I'm going to transform my life. And I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back. Death came out under Page of Wands. So once you start taking these steps, this inspired action to work on this, to change, to make this change, for cycles to change. Oh my gosh, it's all gonna, yeah. Oh, and the Emperor's under the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's all an illusion. The lack is an illusion. It's an illusion. Because you are, like, your spirit is so powerful. That wasn't supposed to come out. I don't know why I'm doing 2 rows of Rider-Waite, but I just felt called to do it. 3 of Pentacles. It's okay if you need support. It's okay. If you need to work with someone, if you need to talk to a therapist, if you need to confide with friends, if you need someone to collaborate with, Abraham Hicks. It's okay. People in community, they're an asset. They're an asset. I'm so excited. Like, I'm the biggest hermit ever, okay? I have a hard time because of childhood trauma with keeping friends, okay? My circle is very, very small, but yet I'm changing my life, and I know without a shadow of doubt that my soul family is coming, that I'm going to have, like, I'm excited about it. And I never thought I would be there. I never thought I would be like that, okay? Be excited to be around the people who help you flourish, who help you work on the things that you need, because they have assets, they have abilities that you might not have, that you need to help finish this, okay? All right. I think you need to get back in touch with the childlike side of you that had fun. You need to get back in touch with your childhood emotions, with your joy, with your, ability to stop and smell the roses, with your ability to enjoy the small things with the people that you love, okay? That's going to come back for you. Like, this is the embodiment of being childlike is good for your soul. That satisfaction, that awe and wonder, it's good, and that comes back to you. It comes back to you once you work on yourself, once you do soul work, it comes back, and it's so much sweeter when you're an adult and you know what it's like to not have that feeling. Okay? And under the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Not only are you going to have a new 3D life, but you're going to have a new emotional life. You're going to feel love for living. You're going to feel overflowing with love for life. Oh my gosh. This is really wonderful advice. Gosh, how about a new start coming? Got 2 aces. Those are new things. Those are new things. Those are gifts, new beginnings. Okay. I don't even feel the need to clarify with my True Black, but maybe I'll just see, let's just wrap it up with 3 cards. Let's do that. 3 cards to wrap it up. It's a bad shuffle. That's just my thing, I guess, is bad shuffles. Okay, let's get 3 cards to wrap this up with the true black deck, please. Chariot, it's momentum, it's movement, it's like inspired, like going towards. I just got the analogy of the car that I talked about in my other reading, the looking forward to where you're going. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. Oh, strength on the bottom. Look at that. It's time to move forward. Okay. Look ahead. Keep looking ahead and let go of the past. Let go of what you think defines you. The things that feel out of your control, let those go, because they are not out of your control. Even the things that feel out of your control, you have a way to make that flourish and blossom and be something that elevates you instead of suppresses you, okay? I think what you need to let go of is your inability to truly embrace your power. You need to be loving to yourself. You need to love yourself. Okay? Because you are worth loving. And when you love yourself, you realize your power. You realize what you're capable of. You realize that a lot more is in your control than you than you can comprehend. Okay? Even when it seems like not much is in your control. Slowly start taking your power back. Slowly. Well, you don't even have to slowly. Jump in, head first, feet first. Do it, okay? Love yourself enough to recognize that you are so powerful, okay? When you realize your power and you realize what you're able to create and you realize that you need to be your best friend, okay? When those horrible thoughts come in that say crappy things, you can just be like, you're not being a very good friend right now. I forgive you. Let's get back on the right page with each other, like with myself. Let's get right back on the right page. Let's be nice, okay? You got this. Okay. I don't feel like I need that deck. Okay, I'm gonna get some brutally honest things here. Self-love and spiritual growth go hand in hand, okay? Work on your self-concept. Neville Goddard, go look up Self Concept Affirmations. That's why I give I Am Affirmations after all of my videos, or in my videos. That's why I do that, okay? Self-concept changed my fucking life. I'm talking from not being able to say a single kind thing about myself at all, period, not being able to accept compliments, to being the one who gives myself compliments on things that I used to absolutely tear apart about myself. I won't keep going into my own situation, but I'm just like, have good intentions. Have good intentions with the way. Be very intentional with your thoughts. Think intentionally, because that is what manifests. That is what manifests. That is what manifests. Okay, let's get some brutally honest. Some more advice or clarify. What's meant for you will never pass you by. That's right. And you get to decide what's meant for you. You get to decide. So, are you meant to be depressed? Are you meant to be down? Are you meant to be... And by the way, I'm not saying that you don't need an antidepressant. Let me make this very clear. I take an antidepressant every single day, but I have not felt, even with my antidepressant before, I would still have days where it didn't work. They didn't work. And they didn't work. And since changing my self-concept and changing my inner world and my soul world, I don't deal with depression anymore or anxiety. And my anxiety was so bad because of my self-concept, because I was so worried about how I looked or that I wasn't 35. I was so critical of myself that even going to the mailbox to check the mail, at the worst of it, I was having anxiety attacks just going to my mailbox 30 feet out my door. Okay? Self-concept changes your fucking life. It changes your life. And when you start loving and believing the things that you say about yourself in a positive way, then you don't need it as much from other people. You don't need it hardly from other people. It's appreciated, and it's actually more genuinely appreciated than before, because if you have bad self-concept, it doesn't matter how many nice things people say about you. You don't believe them. That's how powerful your self-concept is, that even when people tell you the truth about you, you don't believe them. And what manifests in you is your own belief about yourself. Okay? Change your self-concept. The divine is at work here. That is how you get in touch with your divinity. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Getting in touch with yourself, that's how you find your passion too. That's how you find your passion. Okay, do we really only have two? Oh, someone's like, oh, if you are too, I can hear you. I can hear you, the negative person who talks about yourself. Well, if I believe too good about myself, then I'm just being cocky. Then I'm just being self-centered. Then I'm just egotistical. Do you hear what you're saying about yourself? Because let me tell you, I love myself. And I'm not greedy. And I'm not cocky. And I'm not egotistical. And I'm fucking sexy. And I'm unstoppable. And I'm powerful and amazing. And so are you. I'm not better than anyone else. You are the same as me. And I know what I am. I know what I am because I get to decide that. This energy is not negative. This is not negative. It's okay that you're having this internal battle. It's normal. I did too. Okay? Don't feel bad for having these thoughts. That is your ego. That is your ego. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right, I'm going to go through just one more time, make sure nothing else. Look at that. You can absolutely believe good things about yourself. You can. Be your support. Okay? I know it seems hard, but you can do it, even if it feels fake at first. I'm not kidding. Neville Goddard, Abraham Hicks, Affirmations. Please go look them up. Please go look them up. It will change your life. It will change your life, okay? All right, that's that. Don't be so judgmental of yourself, okay? And if you're being judgmental of others, it's because you are judgmental of yourself. I completely understand if you're judging me in this. I'm not better than you. I don't view myself as that, okay? I just have a passion to help people heal because I know how I felt, and I feel like you probably feel the same way. And it's my passion to help people learn how to get out of that because I felt like I couldn't. But I did. I did. And you can too. It's okay. Have your judgments. Observe them. Don't judge them. Observe them. Say, that's where I'm at. Why am I feeling judgmental? Let's dig into that. Let's dig into that. Oh, am I repeating to myself the way that I felt as a kid? The way that people made me feel about myself? The way people treated me? Am I repeating that to myself? Have I adopted that story as my own? You get to write your own story, and your situation does not define you. You define you. Okay? All right. Healing with the angels. That was very loud. I'm sorry. Sorry, Crystal. Little citrine. What we need to get here. Children. Okay. My children were my greatest motivation to change. So if you have kids, let them be your motivation because they watch you, they hear the way you speak about yourself, and they're learning. And I don't say that as a way of guilt or anything, it's just true. Balance. You need to be more balanced instead of so hard on yourself, instead of so negative. Find the balance. Find the observation point. If you can't say anything good yet, learn to just observe. That is your power. And trust that it will get better. Meditation, yeah. It starts with observing your thoughts. If you don't want to get into meditation, try just 5 minutes. Try just 5 minutes of just that. What meditation is just observing your thoughts. Just being present. Instead of letting them run wild, you just start to learn how to just observe them without judgment. Just observe them. And it's important because then you learn, oh my gosh, what is the word I'm trying to think of? Self-mastery. You learn to master your thoughts just by observing them. Because the more you just observe them, the less you identify as them. But then the more you identify it as your power to create them and just how powerful that creation manifests in your life. Okay? Yeah. Have some trust that you are powerful enough to change this. You are. Okay. Spiritual AF. I'm gonna shuffle and do a psychic hand. Alright. I really hate shuffling these cards. They are a pain in the ass. Oh my goodness. So bad. Okay. I'm just doing 2, and my psychic hand will do the rest. Okay, we'll get what you need. All right. The present moment is fucking amazing. Open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right this very second. Shittiest of shit times, but look at that beautiful cathedral window. There's hope right there. Not that hope's found in a church. Be the church inside of you, okay? The window to the soul. I know that's eyes, but still. Okay. Shh. Let me go with it, okay? It could be that babies have eyelashes, and how could babies get any fucking cuter than having little baby eyelashes? Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think you'd be able to do that. You did it. Amazeballs. You fucking breathed. You got this. You got this, okay? Be intentional with your thinking. Observe them. Observe the thoughts. Let go of the story that you keep telling yourself and decide to create a story about who you are yourself. Because you are who you say you are. All right. If you made it this far and this was helpful for you, and you like me somewhat, a little bit, maybe, you dig it, then give me a subscribe and a like. And it's okay if you just want to lurk too. I'm fine with that, as long as this helps in some way. Anyway, have a wonderful night, day, whatever. It'll be daytime by the time I post this, so have a great day. And I love you so much. And you are worth loving. All right, bye. Here are your I Am affirmations. I am loved. I am worthy. I am always good enough. I am the operant power of my reality. I am so thankful I have carried myself through all I have experienced. I am grateful for my ability to learn and adapt. I am happy to accept myself. I am allowed to dream big.